Good morning, everybody. My name is Pramod. I'm from India, and I do comic art. This will be my first tutorial. I don't have anything planned out, so you will forgive me if I make mistakes. Sorry about the bzzz sound at the back. It's my fan. I need it. It's super hot this time of year, and well, just a few basic things that I do when I draw. And one of the first things I always tell people who ask me how I draw is I tell them you need to imagine clearly what it is that you want to draw. Don't start drawing and expect the drawing to come out the way you imagined it without having anything in your head first. So you take a few seconds to really think about what it is that you want. Now, let's see. For this drawing, I'm thinking about maybe I'll draw. Let me see. Whom shall I draw? Okay, I'll draw Thor, and I'll give it a standing pose, all muscular. Okay, so I'm closing my eyes right now, and I'm imagining what it is that I want with him. And okay, I've got it. So I'll just do his torso. Okay, so the first thing I do is I quickly scribble down. Okay, and there's one more thing that I don't do. I don't draw on the background layer. I go to a new layer and I quickly scribble down exactly what it is that I want. Give him a chest, give him arms. Okay, give him big beefy arms. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. So okay, so this is the basic thing. Now you quickly want to sketch down stuff, because when it comes to more complex poses, you will actually have a great advantage. For example, if I want to draw Spider-Man, and I'm imagining him like okay, like this. Okay, so I quickly draw down the pose. Okay, okay, so I got the pose down, which means that I can forego the imagery in my mind of the pose and all that. So I've got the pose now, and I can then later use this as a base and work on it. It's very important to get the basic idea out of your head, because it's not going to stay in your head a long time. Now that I've done this, I go back to this, and well, I reduce the opacity of this layer, create another one, reduce it a little more. I don't like it getting in my way. Create another one, and I go with details this time. So I give it a broad chin, head, give it a shape for the head. The neck and the muscles come together, and then the chest. I'm drawing him without a shirt on, so hopefully some of you girls will be happy. uh, okay, so I've got the arms down, giving it beefy arms. Okay, now it's very important that you go step by step and not try to rush the process, because you learn a lot in every step. So okay, okay, now if you look carefully at it, I'll just zoom in. It's just a bunch of squiggly lines that I'm drawing from far off. And there's another tip that I give most budding artists: don't go into your artwork just yet. Keep it at a moderate zoom level, and keep drawing at it. Okay, I'll give him steel braces. Okay, give him intense eyes. I like to go in for the eyes. That's just my weakness. Give it nice eyes. Okay, give him a no, that's not the. Okay, give him a thing, and give him hair that makes him look young. I like the young Thor. Maybe later I'll give him a beard and all that, but for now I think this should. Okay, give him. And once you've got the skull down, make sure your hair is a little over that. kind of looks like He-Man, but okay, now that you got that down. Woohoo! Uh, Now I'll delete my first layer. I don't kind of need that. Now when I'm looking at it, it does look, I take a second to review my work. It doesn't look all so great. What the problem I noticed was it's not broad enough. I mean, these guys are pretty muscular. Okay, got the wrong layer. Not quite broad enough. Okay, yep, looks okay enough. Now, one more thing that I do is my drawings are often very skewed because I don't know why. I think my brain is slightly skewed that way. So I just uh, move around my picture horizontally and I look at it from a different perspective. Now the next thing is I'm still just looking at stuff. Okay, the arms are a little small. They should reach up to his thighs. Is better. Now one of the important things if you want to be doing comic art with superheroes is that you need to learn um, about anatomy. It's very important, once you get that, how the muscles are in the body and all that, it makes your job a lot more easier. The next thing that I do is I go in with a larger brush. This is a soft brush over here. If you can look at it, it's this brush over here. Okay, I go with a softer brush and I darken all the shadow regions where light's probably not going to fall. And this takes practice, not talent. Uh, does not work with people who say I was born with talent. No, you need to practice lighting and all that. So this is just quickly, drawing now. I follow a lot of artists on DeviantArt, and and there are many ways. For example, the abs, they are shaded this way, and the muscles are, the chest muscles, they often have two lines this way, and there's a slight shadow beneath the shoulder muscles, and over here I don't even know what these lines are, these lines, but it makes the final product look good. It's what's been drawn in the comic book industry for a long time. Uh, I'm not a professional, so I don't question them. So I just look at what they do and I try to imitate them. So now that I've got this, okay, so I've got the basic it's down. Steel, everything is shaded differently. For steel, you look at it, steel's got different shading methods and techniques. Okay, so it doesn't look all that good. It's just a quick sketch. I haven't worked on it. uh, Give it a okay. So now that we've done this, quickly run to my this. So this is the basic sketch that I do. So the important thing that I want to tell you right now is this was what was in my mind. Okay, it's not something that I just drew up and it turned out to look like this. It was in my mind, and I put it down on paper. So the first and most important rule is imagine exactly what you want. um, and then I get another layer. I reduce this layer, and this is how I ink. I've got my brush size, a hard brush to size 4. This is on a A4 size sheet. I just go on the new layer, and I use my pen tool. My pen tool. It's It's just a long process of being tidy and neat. One of the important things while doing line art is you need to be neat. Many artists don't use anti-aliasing line art, but I like it that way, which probably just makes my work workable with me, because most artists don't like it when, for example, their line art has, uh, apart from the black, the slightly gray, so then it gives us a smooth line. They don't like that, so yeah, most of the time I'm just working with myself. So yeah, I'm back, and I paused the recording and I went across the line art. I'm not going to show you the up close version, but this is essentially what I do. This is how you do the line art, and you keep at it, you, it's slightly time consuming, but because it's a quick tutorial, I'm trying to make it look proper. So so this will, I guess I should stop here for the first video. So this is essentially what I do and how I do it. Some things that you might want to remember is: imagine exactly what you want to draw, quickly doodle down what it is that you want to draw, get it out of your mind and onto the paper as soon as possible. And thirdly, you might want to do some art classes. I've not done any art classes, but I've done a lot of work. um, I've sat down in front of the computer, used reference. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you, you must use reference. It is not cheating. I've been using references for so long, it's all in my head right now. Especially for anatomical classes, I've got so many photos of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like his body the best. In all poses, of bodybuilders, of cars, of wheels, of everything. You must use references. Even for poses, I stand in front of the mirror and I act like, yeah, I pose the way I want my characters to, and I got in my mind, I imagine about it, and I come and draw that. Or sometimes I take photos. I use 3D software to get poses and all that. So use a lot of reference. Take your time. It'll come in due time. Make sure you read a lot. Make sure you practice a lot. That'll be it for my first video. Hopefully it made sense. If it did not, I can't help it. I'm not quite sure how to do tutorials. Well, hopefully it did help. If you have any doubts, you feel free to message me on my DeviantArt account. I won't be taking questions on YouTube, but you could, I guess, message me there. I might just, maybe see it and reply. Well, thank you for watching. It's Pramod signing out.